excuse me for writing it down, but I wanted to hit the most important parts of my testimony. For y'all that don't know me, my name is Trey Glass. I'm a God-fearing child of the Most High, and this is my testimony. I've been to the mouth and the bottomless pits of hell, but I'm living proof that there is a God that breaks all chains and delivers us and sets us free. He is alive, very real, and still living in and through each and every one of us. I grew up in church, forced not to go, went by choice. My Mama Jean was a believer in God. I never got to go to church with her, but looking back now, I wished I could have. I did go to church with some of my neighborhood friends and their families. My dad didn't believe in heaven or hell, God nor the devil. He said either you're going to be a good person in life, which is God, or you're going to be a bad person in life, which is the devil, which we know that's not the truth. When I was a teenager, I went to church for all the wrong reasons, not to learn about Jesus or God, but to play basketball and football and chase the girls that was my age or older. Later on in life, when I was 21, I lost my dad. Before he died, some of my family members say that he became really good friends with a preacher and got saved, so I know he's in heaven. After his death, I lost it, using it as an excuse to do drugs. It started off with pain pills, then I graduated to the harder drugs, which led me to the worst one of them all. You can call it the devil himself, meth. I was hooked on it for 8 to 10 plus years. I moved to a lot of different places to get away from the dope. But I found out it's not about geographical locations, because that devil will follow you no matter where you go. If you don't have God truly in your heart, mind, body, soul, and spirit, most of all, you got to have God in your life, point blank, period, or you will keep backsliding. I moved from the east out west to Las Cruces, New Mexico, which means 3 crosses. I was very successful. First, I got clean and back in the church and in a men's Bible study group. Then I decided to move back home to Morganton, North Carolina. That's when my life took a turn for the worst parts of my life. I got hooked back onto the dope and my old lifestyle. So yet again, I moved to Jacksonville, Florida, where 4 guys robbed me and tried to kill me. I got stabbed 8 times, 5 in the elbow and 3 times in my right side. I have 2 metal plates and 4 screws in my elbow and the old scars to prove it. I don't know if any of y'all have ever been on your deathbed or have had 2 major surgeries without a single person you know or a family member present. But it's a very, very scary thing to experience. After 2 weeks in the hospital, I moved back to North Carolina. Again, 2 days back into my old stomping grounds, I once again was in that drug world. The same night, I was held at gunpoint by 2 gang members and was told to empty my pockets or go put my nose in the corner. After being stabbed, I wasn't afraid to die anymore. Before the stabbing, dying was my biggest fear. The gang member that had his gun drawn on me said, go put your nose in the corner. I told him I'm not going to do that. And his homeboy drew a gun and said, either go put your nose in the corner or you can leave. I said, I guess I'm leaving. Then, or you can kill me. I left walking from exit 119 on Interstate 40 from Hildebrand, North Carolina to exit 105 in Morganton. During my journey, I decided at that time I was going to get clean and sober for my kids and for myself. So I went to Grace Hospital off exit 105 and reached out for help for the very first time in my life because I had a drug problem. I did a 2-day detox there, and then they sent me to Fry Medical Center in Hickory, North Carolina, where I did a 7-day detox. They gave me some phone numbers to call, so I called 2 Oxford houses in Salisbury, North Carolina. The first one wasn't helpful, but the second one voted me in, and I went there. I was successful for 19 months of my life, full sobriety. But there was one thing I was lacking, and that was God. I backslid again. This time, it landed me in prison. I did 15 to 27 months for trafficking methamphetamines. The moral to my whole testimony is to put God first, because he can take away anything that you desire or bonds you in shackles or chains. Break them off and set you free. You gotta truly believe and have faith in him, because he can do anything. I give him all the glory and all the praise for making me a brand new creature in Jesus' name. I love you, King of all kings and Lord of all lords. That's my testimony.